There's a common thought about Ryan Reynolds films, and that is Ryan Reynolds gets cast in a film to play Ryan Reynolds playing somebody else. They want Ryan Reynolds when they hire Ryan Reynolds. They don't want the character that they cast Ryan Reynolds to be. They just want Ryan Reynolds. Well, this is one movie that's different. Ryan Reynolds gets upstaged by a kid pretending to be Ryan Reynolds. That is like freaking so meta. If you'd like to know what I thought about the movie, The Adam Project, played on Netflix, then let's go. I watched the movie today. The movie was on Netflix. It is called The Adam Project. The Adam Project was directed by Shawn Levy, who we have just gotten the great news that he will be directing Deadpool 3, or he's in negotiations to do so. I better say it like that. So Shawn Levy is our director. It was written by Jonathan Tropper, T.S. Nowlin, Jennifer Flackett, and Mark Levin. It started streaming on Netflix on March 11th of this here year, has a runtime of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and it is starring Ryan Reynolds. I'm laughing because the little kid, his name is Walker Scoble, but he's playing Ryan Reynolds. It's fantastic. This little boy is so talented. He has Ryan Reynolds down to a science. But I guess I better finish telling you who's in this movie, right? Ryan Reynolds, Walker Scoble, Mark Ruffalo is playing the dad to Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's weird, right? Jennifer Garner and Zoe Saldana. All of these people, all of them are in this, and it makes a nice little Netflix masterpiece. That's right, I showed my hand right up front. This one is a masterpiece from Netflix. It's not going to be for everybody. It does have time travel shenanigans involved in it, but the story is engaging. The acting is, nobody's winning any awards, but the acting is believable. It is grounded. It is funny. It is almost heartwarming. This is potentially a coming of age story for the younger Ryan Reynolds character, Adam, the younger Adam. See, I'm even calling this kid Ryan Reynolds now. And the older Adam as well. There were lessons that he needed to have learned. So, fantastic, fantastic movie. Okay, so the premise of this movie is that older Adam accidentally crash lands into this year, 2022. He's a time traveling fighter pilot, and he teams up with his 12-year-old self for a mission to save the future. And as I said, Walker Scoble plays the young Adam Reed, and he is, typical nerdy kid. He's being picked on. He's got kind of like chronic asthma or something. He has to use an inhaler quite a bit. He's a small, wimpy kid, and he just recently had lost his father, played by Mark Ruffalo, and his mother is played by Jennifer Garner. Now, the mother and Adam kind of have a little disconnect. He is angry. He's got pent up anger over the loss of his father, and he's a young kid. So, of course, he's going to take some of that out on his mother as well. So we've got Walker, younger Adam. We've got younger Adam going through, a hard time as a young man without his father. Then we see grown-up Adam, played by Ryan Reynolds, doesn't so much have problems with the mother. His issues was with his daddy. Isn't it crazy how these are the same character, but they both remember things differently? The little Adam has one feeling about his mom and the way things are going at home. The older Adam has these feelings about his dad and probably a little residual anger over feeling abandoned by his father. And in the crux of this movie, this time travel, action adventure, comedy, sci-fi movie, there is this little heart, and it's just beating. It's a beating heart, because that is what surprised me about this movie, was that it had more than the action, the adventure, the sci-fi. We get that. They had that in spades. There was some beautiful visual effects. There was, scenes that will remind you of other sci-fi franchises, to include Star Wars. There was stuff that would invoke that feeling in you. The cast, the acting, all of that stuff, fantastic. I wish we would have used Zoe Saldana a little bit more. Yeah, I said it. I wish we would have used her just a little bit more in this movie, but you know what? I'm here for what she did in the movie, the part that she played. She had a big part, even though it was condensed into a small amount of screen time. She had a big part in the movie. Mark Ruffalo as the dad, all of that was fantastic, great. I loved it. But what I loved more was that this movie forced Ryan Reynolds to be somebody other than Ryan Reynolds being somebody, if that makes sense. Ryan Reynolds is cast in a movie to be Ryan Reynolds, pretending to be somebody else, but we want Ryan Reynolds. This movie, we got Ryan Reynolds. We got it mostly, however, from Walker Scobell. Walker is such a fan of Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool, even though he's a little kid and people can argue or question why this little boy was watching Deadpool so much. Not my circus, not my monkeys. The bottom line is this: he's got the delivery, the deadpan, the sarcasm, the dry wit. He's got it all down to a science, this little boy. I'm afraid, however, we're going to always cast him when we're looking for a young Ryan Reynolds type. However, he got it. He did it. Yes. Hooray. This little boy played Ryan Reynolds almost as well as Ryan Reynolds plays Ryan Reynolds. So Ryan Reynolds had to tap into something a little bit different, because even though there were times that both of them were being snarky together, most of that fell to younger Adam. Ryan Reynolds was forced to be somebody else other than Ryan Reynolds because they had already cast Ryan Reynolds in Walker Scobell. I think this was his first big movie, Walker's. Not Ryan Reynolds. We've seen him before. But Walker, I believe this is his first big movie. And he knocked it out the park. This kid has got it. He's got it, okay? I cannot wait to see what he gets into next. What can he do besides be Ryan Reynolds? I'd like to see that. I think he's coachable, teachable. He's a young kid. I would like to see him do more in movies and series, but also I don't want him to get pigeonholed into being Ryan Reynolds, just like Ryan Reynolds has been pigeonholed into being Ryan Reynolds. You get what I'm saying? I believe this little kid, the sky is the limit. Now I know this Shawn Levy has worked with Ryan Reynolds with on Free Guy and now on this Adam Project movie. He's going to be doing Deadpool 3. I can't wait to see what's next for them together. They have an excellent working relationship, it seems. They do a whole lot with very little together, and I think that's awesome. So I'd like to see more of that team up. Shawn Levy did a fantastic job directing this movie. There were some beautiful visual effects. There was some beautiful, not soundtrack, score. There were beautiful moments in the score, and I'm not 100% sure who scored this. Let me look at this and see if it gives it to me. Give it to me what you say. Give it to me what you say. Give it to me. Say. I'm pretty sure if I find it, I'll put it here somewhere. On my regular 5-point scale, I will give this one a 4 out of 5. Things that I could be nitpicky about, I'm not even going to go into them. They didn't take me out of the enjoyment that I felt while I was watching this movie. If you look over at Rotten Tomatoes, while they didn't score it as highly as I did with that 4 out of 5, the critics were resoundingly favorable about this movie. It was 69% of the critics, 79% of the audience, so they kind of line up with where I am with this movie. And so, yeah, I'm leaning more towards the audience this time. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. I don't have anything else. This is a fantastic movie. It is fantastic in that the entire family can sit down and enjoy it together. Keep your eyes on this kid, Walker Scobell. Mark Ruffalo playing the father of Ryan Reynolds, and also this kid was fantastic. Seeing how Ryan and Mark played off of one another, fantastic chef's kiss. I thought this was a fantastic way to spend 1 hour 46 minutes, especially when nothing big came out at the theaters, right? So if you watch the Adam Project and you have an opinion, I'd like to hear it. Put that opinion down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, do me the great honor of hitting that subscribe button and turning your notifications on so that you will know when I upload again. or go live. I do that quite often as well. So I've got nothing else. We've got a full slate of movies to review, and I cannot wait to bring them to you. So I appreciate you for hanging out with me, and I appreciate my patrons for having my back per usual. They have my back. I appreciate it. If you want to be a patron, you can go to www.patreon.com/Tasha Pierce. Pick a tier, any tier. Support me in my work. But I'm done. I don't have nothing else on the Adam Project. Go ahead on. Pop your little butt on the couch. Get your little tush in the cushions. Tush in the cush. Get your little tush in the cush. And then turn this movie on. This is a great date night movie or family night. Oh gosh. You guys are going to have so much fun watching the Adam Project. So watch that. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next review. Peace.